everyone, I'm happy that so many of you could make it today. Let me introduce myself. I'm Nichelle Ririka from Venus University. By the end of this talk, you will be familiar with how to deal with hate speech phenomenon on social media. It should take about 5 minutes to cover this issue. Before we start, I want to ask, has anyone here ever heard or read about malicious comments, news, or opinions that vilify something, such as vilifying places, individuals, or group? If there is, you can wave or raise your hand. Okay, so I want to ask again, do you guys support the freedom of speech? You can open your mic or just give reaction.
Yes.
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 So everyone's agree, and I also agree that everyone has the right to comment and have an opinion. But are all opinions correct? Do all opinions need to be expressed to the general public? The development of technology that facilitates the exchange of information and communication, especially on social media, can backfire for its user if it's not managed properly. Talking about that, I am reminded of an issue that has occurred recently and is being discussed very much, namely the hate speech about Kalimantan delivered by Edi Mulyadi. Edi Mulyadi's words on his YouTube channel while discussing the relocation of the nation's capital city from Jakarta to East Kalimantan. Edi referred to Borneo as a place for genies to dispose of children. Of course, this made the whole people Kalimantan angry. I, myself, come from Kalimantan, and it's true that my friends from Kalimantan do not agree and feel disturbed by his remarks. His remarks have become very controversial and lead to a very serious dialogue because these words are hate speech. But what exactly is hate speech itself? Hate speech is an act of communication carried out by an individual or group in the form of provocation, incitement, or insult to another individual or groups in terms of various aspects such as race, color, ethnicity, gender, disability, sexual orientation, citizenship, religion, and the others. Hate speech is very dangerous because it can trigger acts of violence and prejudice either on the part of the perpetrator of the statement or the victim of the action. We take the example of Edi Mulyadi's case again. The anger of the victims, especially the native Kalimantan tribe, namely the Dayak tribe, who gave dangerous threats to Edi. Hate speech is also often used to tacitly criticize social policies that are implemented poorly and in a hurry as if the policies look politically correct. An example is in the case of Ahok. I'm sure most of people here are familiar with the Ahok case. Ahok's religious and ethnic identity is often the target of hate speech actions, and he is considered unfit to be a regional head. Hate speech is becoming a social phenomenon that is increasingly happening, supported by the ease of communication today, namely social media. With the development of the use of the internet and increasingly advanced communication technology devices such as smartphones, it is one of the drivers of the growth of new networking sites that offer friendship and information online. Hate speeches use social media as a platform to express hate speech themselves. Based on communication theory, these phenomena are related to each other. The communication process consists of 4 elements, namely source, message, media, and audience. The spreader of hate as a source who conveys hate speech as a message through social media as a medium to the audience, namely social media users. The audience must manage the messages received from the source because all the messages sent are not necessarily correct. There are several things you can do if you see or hear hate speech on social media. The first, of course, you must be aware of and filter any news or information you get, so you can decide which ones are hate speech. Second, you can report the post or comment on the report feature on social media or block the hate spreaders account. In addition, I want to ask, how many of you know that this hate speech is regulated in the ITE law? You can give reaction.
No.
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 Okay, so apparently not many people know this hate speech is regulated in the Article 28, paragraph 2 of the ITE law. However, not all hate speech can be punished. Well, this brings me to the end of my speech. Just to summarize the main points of my talk, hate speech is very dangerous if it's spread widely, especially on social media where information can spread so quickly. We, as a smart young people, must be aware and filter what is on social media. If you encounter the hate speech, you can report the post or the comment, block the account, or worst of all, you can report it to the authorities. Remember, free speech is a license to spread hate. Thank you so much and have a nice day.